What's going on, leaders? It's your host, Sinatra, here from the Global Sport Report channel. And we're going to be talking about match week 2 results from the FIFA World Cup. So if you guys are ready, buckle in, strap up. We're taking a spaceship. I'm going worldwide, baby. Global Sport Report. Bye bye. Yeah, the first match I want to talk about in depth is France versus Iraq, 3-0. France is just torching all of their opponents in every match they play this year. Mbappe scores a rocket with his left foot in the 13th minute and just sets the tone. It kind of starts off with you have a more dominant opponent going against a weaker side. It's 0-0, right? Like the game is going slow, and you're like, all right, maybe we have a chance. And then something happens, and you're like, all right, floodgates open. So that's exactly what happened. 53rd minute, right? So it took some time for the second goal, but the center back actually missed the pass to the goalkeeper. He was just not paying attention to the goalkeeper. Slips it, goes right past him to Dembele, and then he slots it to Mbappe to score for the second goal in the 53rd minute. And then Dembele also getting a goal himself in the 65th minute, so 12 minutes later. And it was a nice little shot into the left corner. Dembele knows really how to strike these balls this year, and I guess he's a fan of the ball they're using at the World Cup. Next match I want to talk about is Portugal versus Uzbekistan. And for all the Portugal haters, all the Cristiano Ronaldo haters, you got to put your foot in your mouth this week because this man had 2 goals. Come on now. This guy is the GOAT, one of the greatest of all time. Y'all want to mock him? Come on. I mean, he ain't better than Messi. I'll tell you that much. Awkward. But, he still does his due diligence. He scores near post, a nice little slot right at the right post. Cristiano Ronaldo in the 6th minute. And then the games, they just build momentum. Nuno Mendes, beauty of a free kick in the 16th minute. Not even really a beauty, just the tactics behind the free kick, which I'll show you guys right here, was a beauty indeed. And then talking about beauties, the pass from Bruno Fernandes to Cristiano in the 38th minute was a beauty. And it just shows you why this guy was had the most assists in the English Premier League this year, which is not easy to do. I think he broke the record for most assists in a year. Fact check. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what it says. Switzerland versus Bosnia is the next game I want to talk about. And usually we talk about the big nations in these match week roundup analysis for the World Cup videos, but this game was a storyline, right? Because Ndoye almost hit a bicycle kick in the 55th minute, right? And nothing interesting happened until the 55th minute, which that goal would have been the goal of the World Cup so far, I believe, at least. I'll show you guys right here as well. But Manzambi, comes off the bench in the 73rd minute, I believe, and then right then he scores a volley, and the goalkeeper, it was just too powerful, he couldn't keep it out. Bosnia then gets a red card in the 80th minute, and the floodgates absolutely open. You got Vargas scoring in the 83rd minute, then you got Manzambi scoring again in the 89th minute. So that means that it was, 16 minutes for 2 goals for Manzambi on the bench, off the bench, so great for him. And then speaking of super subs impacting the game, Mamic for Bosnia comes on in the 93rd minute and scores an absolute beauty of a goal. And I mean a rocket. As Snoop Dogg would say, that guy has a rocket in his pocket. Out of context, sounds weird. Anyway, Xhaka scores a penalty in the 90th minute +6. So, yeah, Switzerland hit the ground running. I thought they were going to do better in this tournament overall, but I'm not even sure if they're in a position to qualify or not. I guess we have to wait to match week 3. All right, Brazil picking up a big win versus Scotland as well, even though Scotland's not that great of a nation when it comes to footy. But, it's important that Brazil, did make something happen, as they are a lot of the fans' favorites. And, of course, footy is huge in Brazil. So, it's very important for their nation that they perform. People believe that this is going to be Neymar's last World Cup, and by the way of his career trajectory, by the look of his career trajectory, I would say that is also a fact. And you have Messi versus Austria. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying Messi versus Austria because he's the only offensive output this team has. Again, if you guys don't know, Messi plays for Argentina, and he is the Tom Brady of soccer. He is the Wayne Gretzky of soccer. He is the Michael Jordan, some of y'all not like that, of soccer. He is the Barry Bonds of soccer. Some of y'all might not like that one either. But I don't give a fuck! Sorry. Messi scored 2 goals in this game. One of them wasn't the prettiest, but he fought for it. And the other one was a banger. Argentina do have 5 goals this tournament. And Messi had a hat trick in the first and 2 goals in the second. So actually, I think they played tonight, game 3. So I can't wait to see what happens there if he scores again. He is the top goal scorer in World Cup history by 2 goals. So honestly, this shit is not fair. Messi is just not fair to play against, bro. Like, you could be the best defender in the world, and this guy's tossed you in a blender. We've seen it happen time and time again. Will X defender stop Messi? No. Will Y defender stop Messi? No. Will Z defender stop Messi? No. And it's just never gonna happen. This man is 39 years old and balling like he's prime 30 years old, 29 years old. All right, Netherlands versus Sweden. So we were talking a lot about Sweden in the match week 1 analysis video, but they got absolutely demolished by the Netherlands. Netherlands beat them 5-1. Let's go, Netherlands. A lot of people's dark horse to win the tournament. I personally don't see it, but I did read a statistic that they were unbeaten since the 2008 World Cup, as every time they got eliminated, it was by penalties, etc. Tying, winning, not losing. Broby scored twice in 16 minutes. The lad out of Sunderland, I believe. Fact check. All right. Sweden turned up until the half after Broby scored 2 goals, but the Netherlands must have had an absolutely legendary, iconic locker room talk because they came out guns blazing. Gakpo scored 1 minute after the half in the 46th minute. They must have practiced staying on side very confinedly and the beating the offside trap because Sweden just didn't have an answer for it. Gakpo again scored in the 53rd minute near post. The only goal that Sweden had was Elanga off the bench. And may I say, Elanga is absolutely rapid. Like, blistering speed, like, I need a Lightning McQueen ka-chow, like, sound effect. Because this man is rapid, like, Mbappe levels rapid. So, yeah, shout out to Elanga. Memphis Depay assisting Somerville in the 89th minute. Nice low left corner outside the box strike. And it's good to see Memphis getting involved. He does come off the bench, but he is a fan favorite. And Sanacha personally is a fan. You know what? I don't like doing these because it requires a lot of editing. But Memphis Depay pulled a Gengar out of this set at a nearby car shop in the U.S. because he was there with the team, obviously. Collects Pokemon cards. He raps. He's a baller. He scores bangers. You know what I gotta say? We gotta give Memphis Depay the Sinatra stamp of approval. Way to go, Memphis. That's like the least significant thing you've earned in your career, but it'd be something to us. So congratulations, Memphis. The last game we're gonna be talking about is Spain versus Saudi Arabia. Spain dominated and showed why they were the favorites going into the tournament, beating Saudi Arabia 4-0. Again, that is not the greatest team to play, but just the way that they were working and the chemistry with the team really shined today. So you got Oyarzabal, the number 9 for Spain, assisting on a beautiful goal to Lamine Yamal, and he slots it in with real poise in a poaching type way. Then Spain gets a corner, and a lot of people are tussling and fighting for the ball. Oyarzabal fights his way through it and actually scores a goal. So that's a goal and an assist for Oyarzabal. But then I just want to bring attention also to Cucurella and how he's playing. Cucurella is playing out of his mind. I mean, the way he's working off the left flank, letting the left winger come inside and him just working that flank is just absolutely stupendous. And I think he deserves a big money move to a great club. And I'm talking about likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Bayern Munich to that because he is an absolute baller. What he actually did in the 23rd minute is he passed the ball, chipped it to Dani Olmo. Olmo headed it to Oyarzabal, and then he has a goal in the 23rd minute. So not even only is that an assist and a goal for Yarzabal, it's actually 2 goals and an assist for Yarzabal. So really showing why he deserves to be Spain's number 9. A lot of people doubted him, saying he's a winger, but he really proved himself with that performance. Norway won by a significant amount. I think it was 3-1, 3-2, 2. So I don't know, but Erling Haaland had 2 goals. France and Mbappe 2 goals. Messi had 2 goals. Somebody actually put that on a parlay, and Ronaldo had 2 goals. Somebody put that on a parlay and actually snapped and cashed big bucks on that. So good for that person. All right. So match week 3 ends tonight for the World Cup. So we'll make a video coming out soon. And I think in the third video we might talk about the games and predicting the knockout phase of the tournament. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to build something here that, not even just to help Sinatra himself, but to also help the community and bring more awareness to sports. I think, when we incorporate sports into more communities, that more peace and more love could be found. So I just hope that that's the message that's conveyed, and I just hope that that's something that my small legacy can leave behind, if you can even consider this a legacy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll get into match week 3 soon. That's been another successful episode on the Global Sport Report. Y'all have a great day. Be grateful for everything, even though if you don't got it the best. Sinatra out. Peace.